Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. That's right. So Josh R. left me a comment yesterday that I didn't want to spend an hour writing a reply to, or maybe more. It takes me a long time to write replies, believe it or not. But yeah, he asked me about, you know, he said, "What are my opinions on Christians listening to rock and roll, etc." Like, I'm just gonna call it secular music. Um, you know, um, because a lot of Christians do believe that Christian folk cannot listen to secular music. That we're only to listen to worship songs and all that. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, for sure. The way I look at music is, I love music. I absolutely love music. Uh, I can't deny it. I've been a secular musician for decades now, and listened to secular music all my life. All at the same time. Sorry, this is an awkward video. I have to do it because my phone's charging. Um, uh, you know, I've also been a gospel blues singer since I started playing music too. I've often had that dilemma of the blues singer who is wrestling between playing gospel songs and playing secular songs. I've certainly felt that way before. Um, but the way I look at it is, God gave us music as a gift. It's a beautiful gift. Um, if it's going to be a stumbling block to you, if listening to Led Zeppelin or, Britney Spears or whatever, whatever floats your boat, is going to be a stumbling block to you and compromise your faith, then yeah, stay away from it. Um, but, I know that I could sit and listen to AC/DC records all day long and love it, because I love AC/DC. But I'm not going to come out of it the other end, uh, you know, dismissing my faith or anything like that. Um, I'm still going to, it's weird. Like, the connection is weird to me. Like, because I know where I stand, and I stand 10 toes down on it. But if I want to listen to a hardcore band that I loved all my life, I'm going to listen to it because I love it. That's the line, really. Like, if it's going to mess you up, um, ruin your life, don't do it. It's like anything, you taking medication is going to ruin your life. Don't take it. Um, if money, if you get obsessed with money, that's a stumbling block as well. you know um, the important thing with most things, pretty much everything, is that you got to be in control of it. Like, you know, I'm not going to let music with sketchy lyrics control how I feel. Um, it's entertainment. Um, I can discern between entertainment and, uh, you know, being sucked in by Satan and Elvis's shaking hips, you know, like, mhm. It's a complex question because so many people have so many feelings on it, right? But I don't know. That's just my opinion, really. Um, like I know that no matter what I play, like I play some pretty gritty old blues songs, like I'm Evil by Howling Wolf, and Meet Me at the Bottom, and I play a lot of gritty, dirty old blues songs. But you know, also it's just entertainment. It's like I don't play it because I'm trying to preach drinking and dancing and smoking and all that stuff. But I'm playing it because it's a musical history. It's a piece of musical history that I feel that should be kept alive. Um, it's got nothing to do with my faith. You know. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. Is you know if you can, it's like anything. If you can handle it and you can discern between something that's entertaining and something that's going to be a stumbling block to you, um, then it's gotta you gotta use you gotta stay on top of things. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That's my views on it. Maybe I'm wrong to say that, but that's what I do. That's my life anyway. Um, and yeah, now when I write songs, I try not to. A lot of songs I write don't mean anything at all. Like they're just a collection of words that I put together. I'm famous for doing that with my songs. I just have a big book of lyrics. Like I just write poems in my book and use lines for songs. Um, but anyhow, yeah. So, do you remember the big satanic panic of the '80s, where uh, like bands like Motley Crue and AC/DC and all that were really under attack by? There was some. I can't remember. They used to slap stickers on records and stuff. Um, I can't remember. PM Parents Musical PMRC. I don't know. I could be wrong. But sorry, this is awkward. I can't sit at my desk because my phone's charging. Like I said. Um, but anyhow, that's my thoughts on it. You know, if you can handle it, then handle it, and if you can't handle it, then stay away from it. So, um, and he also asked me if I had copies of the cassette that song. Never been to California. Is on. And that's my last album that I made on Mirkwood Recordings. It's the last hard copy release they made before they closed up shop. I'm pretty honored to hold that position. Um, and yeah, it's a tape. It's got a lot of songs on it. It was written during a very dark period of my life, um, but it's an album. Like that's kind of how I do it. Like every couple of years, I'll put out a record, and it might be something big, like you know, getting Mirkwood to make me a cassette or something, or Cryptid Covenant made me CDs in my last album, The Actor and the Criminal. Um, what am I talking about here? He asked if I had anything for sale. Those cassettes. The morning brings you nothing. Um, and I do have copies of those cassettes. I have to find them. They're buried somewhere, but I do have some. And I also have a number of copies of an album that I made in 2004 that's comprised of an album that I wrote that year, which is the first 9 songs on the CD. And then the rest of the album is kind of taken from the albums I recorded between, like, okay, before before I put out this album, Burnt by the Sun, Scared by the Thunder, that was in 2004. The CD I had made before that is called Broken Chair, and that was my first CD. I'd made a number of cassettes before that, but that was my first CD. But in between Broken Chair and Burnt by the Sun, I would record basically an album a year and just put it out on CDR or cassette, like homemade kind of stuff, right? So I thought, well, I'm making a CD. I might as well put a bunch of songs from these albums that nobody's going to hear on it because they might get a wider listenership. And yeah, so like kind of 2/3 of the album is uh, snippets from like the best of my stuff from between 1997 and 2004. So I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird album, but it's certainly an econo pack. If you want to hear how it's mostly music I wrote in the '90s, and it's definitely like the sound that I was into at the time. So it sounds a little different than what I'm doing now, but I have copies and I can send you one. Um, so yeah, and he asked if I had recordings from any of my other bands, which I should. The Silverhearts made 7 albums, but all of those albums were made by record companies, and we didn't get like it's not like I have a stack of them to sell or anything. I got my own personal copy, and that's it. Um, the Diplomat 7-inch sold out like the year we made it. That was 2010, I think. The Diplomat CD, Damage Baby. Joe just dropped off a copy for me because I didn't even have one myself. And the Diplomats did other stuff too, but like on CDRs and stuff, and none of it's available. Like you can hear a lot of it online, between Bandcamp, Spotify, Radio Free Peterborough. Radio Free Peterborough, just look that up. Uh, if you look in it, it's a huge archive of Peterborough music dating way back, like 100 years ago to what's going on now. And yeah, all my entire discography from the '90s is on there. So yeah, you can find like pretty much everything I've ever made online, if you look for it. Even my 1996 release of I made an instrumental album called Robot Grenadier, and I got a 4-track. My dad bought me a 4-track recorder before he died. Um, I made it on that. It's pretty cool. The covers for it were old like Star Trek cards, and I just wrote on them and put them in. Why am I talking about this? 15 minutes, and you're all probably gone now. But yeah, anyway, I have a couple things I can send you, but I don't have much other than that. Um, so yeah. Anyway, Josh, I hope that answers your questions. Um, you mentioned Green Day in your comment. I remember I heard Green Day when they were an indie band, like a true indie band when they first started, and I liked their first 7-inch, but I didn't like them after that. But yeah, he said they have downright satanic lyrics. I never knew that, so that's not good. But anyhow, yeah. Um, be wise with your musical choices is all I'm saying. Um, if you can handle listening to it and know that you're gonna stay strong in your beliefs, then don't worry about it. The Holy Spirit that lives in you is stronger than the devil that lives in the world. Um, and you got to remember too, a lot of these classic songs that people all look up to, like all the Jimi Hendrix stuff and Rolling Stones and Beatles and all that. AC/DC even. These is music written by teenagers. Um, like teenagers. Like I don't know. It's just you be wise, people. That's all I'm saying. Just be wise, and you know, live free. Live free. Enjoy God's gifts, and it's like anything. Don't abuse it. If you, it's like medication. Medication's a great gift from God that will help prolong people's lives and make quality of life for people better. But a lot of people abuse that, and especially with the pain pills department. And, you know, I'm a narcotic pain patient, but I don't use my pills irresponsibly. I don't overuse my pills, and I don't go looking for it out in the street. Um, I don't let it run my life. It's part of my life, but I don't run. It's not my boss. Um, yeah. So just keep in mind that you can use discernment and yeah, just know how to draw the line between entertainment and lifestyle choices. But anyhow, I'm out of here. This has gone on. This is my third take, and it's still a 20-minute video. But all right, God bless you, and I hope I answered your questions, Josh, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Sorry, this wasn't so exciting. It's me lying in bed, and I'm probably not even gonna edit this video. I'm probably just gonna put it up like this. So be well, stay free, and God bless. Bye now.